Okay, before we get started, let's just run down here real quick and fix this music. Let's put that a little bit lower, and then UI and other sounds could go a little bit more down. That way you can hear my voice a little bit throughout speaking. Well, throughout the game. So, we're gonna start a new game for the sake of starting a new game. And we're gonna start it right over this one. Why not? Let's delete that one. And then we got 3 different modes here. So basically story, classic, and Iron mode. Iron Man mode basically is difficulty level will be higher than normal, and you will not be able to change it during the course of the game. Only the last save will be available, so you will not be able to go back and alter important decisions. Alright, being that I never played this game, I'm just gonna play off the story because they got like a little autoplay there. So yeah, let's do that. And it's like a narrative type of game, kind of like a book, but tactical as well, with a little bit of cartoony animation. So I like these type of games, even though I really can't stay focused on one long enough to beat it. I mean, the only other game that I beat that was tactical was I think it's called Fell Seal or something like that. It's a pretty cool game. Kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy Tactics. But it's pretty dope right here. I like this. Oh, so he got shot with a bunch of arrows. He was supposed to be dead. That's why he said that. I didn't notice that. So would they sacrifice themselves? That's crazy. Damn, I wasn't really paying attention.
Unsolved mysteries are like an unquenched thirst. Premonitions of trouble to spur you to keep going.
On. Spur you on. Okay. Let's see what we got here. So this is basically the tutorial right here. They're gonna teach me. And we're gonna learn.
1,002 years since divine retribution. The end of winter. The Vale of Mercy. Foothills of the Milky Mountains.
Okay, what we got here? 700 years ago, you and the other Kuruis took to the fields at Drozel's Deep, seeking to provoke a great climate. The recapping, right? The reasoning. Your self-sacrifice should have destroyed the Reapers once and for all. 9 years ago, you began feeling a growing sense of unease and decided to roam Tremaine in search of the cause. A month ago, you met a temple servant in the town of Gordine. There was something peculiar about him, feeling a long-forgotten sense of dread. You realized it was an umbrella reaper in disguise. He noticed you too, but chose not to pursue. Bowing in jest, he merely winked at you. The return of Umbra for, forewarns of an impending reaping, so you heard to the Milky Mountains. So you head to the Milky Mountains, seeking the local series. You hope to learn the time and place of the coming reaping and prevent it. When you stepped onto the narrow path, you noticed several sets of footsteps. At the time, you thought others might be seeking advice from the series, but but they're just ordinary bandits in search of easy prey. Okay. Time to attack. Blue tiles is indicated where a character can move during the current turn. Orange tiles indicate extra move distance. With your character must spend some energy to move there. Okay. So I could choose my skill by hitting L1, R1, but it's forcing me to choose this one. Enemy standing. Okay. So enemies standing on the pulsing tiles with the reach can be attacked using... Okay, so... But that's gonna take energy, right? So most attacks allow you to damage either or. So if I attack... They want me to attack his health, so let's just do what they say. That way everybody gets a feel for what's going on here. Damaging enemies' energy reduces their options because faster movement and powerful skills require energy to execute. Move over. If an enemy has 0 energy remaining, double damage will be dealt to health instead of energy. Okay. So the enemy has a lot of health but only 5 points energy. Alright, so let's damage his energy, I guess. Select this, alright, with the R3 to list. Okay. So now I can list a bunch of skills. Use to select the skill and push. Quick strike. Okay. And then attack. So he's in line too, right? And then you can select the enemy to learn more about their abilities. Push the X to acquire. Now that you've chosen, you can see a list of the enemy skills. Hit L1, R2. Okay. You can manually walk your distance before you choose to attack. So you want me to manually walk there and then attack this guy. And then I hit R3. And this is a circular hit. You'll see a list of skills which you can choose from. There's also a skip turn button which comes in handy if you're unable to act or don't want to. Remember to always finish the turn by using your active character's attacks or by selecting skip turn. Okay, pretty obvious. Let's do critical. And I want to hit... You know what? It says go for the energy. I'm gonna go for the energy. End battle. Well, not end battle, but end my turn. No, I don't wanna. How do I get out of there? Okay. So let's pick this. -1. Wow. So if I hit the energy, yeah. Alright, that's good to notice. You're about to knock on the hut's door when it suddenly swings open. A woman appears on the doorstep. Your heart leaps from your chest. She's the one you left behind when you went to fight all Drolls deep. She is the one you loved. Emma. Balance. It took you a long time. It's been 702 years. You managed to survive where 12 of your kin proceeds. Did you go into hiding? Please call me Hopper. I'm already used to the name. I was called Balance when we were together. I wasn't hiding in that battle. You know, I was wounded by pierced by arrows. That's why I didn't complete my task. Yes, I've heard the legend of the 12 brave ones. They who cast an enchantment on themselves and turned to stone. They achieved their goal. The land they called home was free from the plague and reaping. A price took high, though by by my reckoning. Why did you come in search of me again? It was I was looking for you, but for the local series. There are signs. I wasn't looking for you, but for the local series. There were signs. Beasts were leaving the forest of Droton. The Vandal, which has been sighted on woodland trails. I ran into Atarica while in Garden myself, and they have returned. Is another reapening upon us? That's a foolish question, Hopper. I do not foretell the obvious. You might as well have asked whether winter will fall autumn. The reaping is coming. You know it. All loose ends shall be tied. What do you know about the reaping? The mere fact that it's coming. Rivers will run red with blood, and the obvious will claim many tortured souls. But why this sudden concern for mortals? We're mere presence on the body of mankind. There is nothing to be proud of, even if we are both Umbra. You have long embraced the human way of life. I care about the fate of Tromania. To the reapening, we are no more than specks of dust. This time, we don't have 12 comrades willing to sacrifice themselves. Among those still living, some will screaming and become reapers. Do you really wish to involve yourself? I need to stop the reapings. They're happening again because of me. It's my fault. Still thinking of yourself. We are maggots, the lowest of servants, lucky enough to have a seat at the table. Are you looking for the forsaken gods of this land? I have a book that describes the life of one. Here, take it. I had a good laugh reading through the nonsense. Thank you for the book. I've been searching high and low for similar records. But still, when we're but still, when when and where will the reaping begin? That's where I'm needed. I know it. 700 years and the dead have blamed me. I need your help. Give me your knife. The same kind of Bretons sacrificed themselves with. Give it to me, and you'll get your answer. Pity. I'd really hoped to use it. I doubt anything else can kill a reaper. Well, here you go. But why do you want it? The reaping shall begin on the day of the Verlaine equivalents, both in the north and the south, in the towns of Wooden and Albias. I wouldn't waste time if I were you. Sadly, I don't have time to reach the north. Farewell. I hope our paths cross again, though you still haven't told me why you need the knife. I saw you kill me with this very knife, Hopper, so I hope our paths never cross again. Farewell.
What does one need to meet old age in peace?
That was pretty
Only
deep.
to
I'm not
avoid
gonna
a major
lie.
disaster.
That was pretty deep. Let's go.
Year 1002 since divine retribution. Burkana, the kingdom of Odala, city of Albius. The spring equinox. 8th year of peace since the last war. A retired captain of the guard and his daughter are strolling through the festival market.
Okay. Huh. Strange. A woman in odd clothing is walking away from the town hall. Her beauty should be turning heads. Yet, I seem to be the only one who noticed her. Glenda, you are daydreaming again. You nudge your daughter when you see the Brogan Master, Barden Trambal, approaching. Good day, Throne Glendale. I take it there are a reason you've been straddling the market since dawn, looking for a gift for Like? Yes, how did you know? Albius is far from the largest town. There aren't too many captains of the royal guard here, and even fewer captain wives. And only one of those wives celebrates their birthdays on the day of spring equinox. Please, give her my regards. I will, Bargain Master, though you are most welcome to stop by and do it in person. The Bargain Master is eager to carry on, but one of the citizens calls his name. Trabal gives you a nod and tends to matters. A stubborn old man, he seems relentless. I've heard he is the distant relative to the king himself. The distance of their relation may be the secret to his longevity. Well, it looks like we got carried away and aren't any closer to picking a gift for Leaky. What are you going to get her? Care to give me a hint? What would your mother like? Hmm, okay. Uh, I'm gonna go with the same choice I picked before was clothing. Then we should head over to the Panda Gang's stall. He's got a cloth merchant. If we decide one jewelry instead, then we'll visit the little shop on the town by the town hall. Alright, last time I went straight to the merchant. I'm gonna see what's up with my daughter. This is the jewelry guy over here, but right here is my daughter, so let's see what's up with her. I didn't do this last time. Was there something you wanted to talk about? I know what mother really needs. Good health for her ailing heart. Is there any way to mend it? Magic? Help from the gods? I don't put faith in magic. Even the gods, it seems, don't offer help to their servants. Remember how we call their temple the temple of divine redem- re- 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 retrenchment. Damn, I don't know how to pronounce the word. Only fools expect any help from them. I wish we knew why they had to exact this re on your mother. We I for, damn, I forgot. Then we should be content with what the market has to offer. And we and I'm going to win tomorrow's fencing tournament in her honor. Do you honestly think she'll take pleasure in watching her daughter hurl herself at another's blade, even if it is but a practice sword? Mom used to fence when she was younger. I'm a better fencer than any of the others who signed up. Let's say mom used to fence when she was younger. I never could understand that. Thank the gods she never had to use that skill. Alright, let's go and buy something. Okay, so she was a fencer. You make your way to the cloth merchant and find the stall practically blocked from view by the portale figure of the money changer's wife. She is quarrelsome woman and obviously unhappy about someone invading her space. Greet the woman politely. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna greet her politely. The woman gives you a cut nod, and I said a croup nod, no longer showing signs of frustration. Walking toward the town gate, she disappears among the market stalls. Well met, Captain. But look at what you've done, friend. You've just lost me a client. I swear, I was this close to taking the fortress. You are right, Scout. Scout as a fortress she is. Not every fortress is worth the siege. This fortress is beyond your ability. I'd be happy to chat with you, but I need to buy a gift. let's try to play him out. Let's see this fortune. Yeah, let's say this. You may be right, my friend. Luckily, she come without her husband. The pair are worse than highway robbers. The latter, at least, let you let you get away just by paying toll sometimes. I doubt anyone could rob you. I've noticed many times how you hold that measuring stick, like a Vendel sword. It's a peculiar kind of grip. I thought you come from I- Izada, but your movement is that of a Bahadran swordsman. Once you've mastered it, you'd never forget how to hold a sword. Did you not know, my friend, that I come from Bahadra? I started trading in Izadar only because Fa Faisa conquered my homeland. I know, Pendagon, but this is misfortune has lost many years already, and everyone treats it difficultly. Not every Balhadrian field fled their lands. Some are living under the Northerners now. None of our neighbors seem None of our neighbors seem very eager to help us when Bahadra. Many of us have simply given up hope, and I wouldn't bet on Phoenicia being content with it either. They're not likely to stop there. I hope that you'll help us fight the Northerners. I fear you might decide to join your king's men under Phoenicia. I just might. Our former allies didn't bring aid, so why would I sacrifice myself for them? Padagon's words arrogant to you, but you decide not to press the matter. After all, it's his right to say what he said. It saddens me that you think that, Badagan, but while we're not at war, let's talk trades. What kind of fabric interests you? Radian wool, Bahalian silk. I'm gonna go with the silk, cause I think it's nice. I'll take the silk handkerchief. You unstring your purse and settle the price with Badagan. Then you neatly fold the silken handkerchief and hand it to Gauda. As you are about to leave, the low tolling of a bell fills the market square. Bewildered, buyers and sellers alike fix their eyes upon the town hall. If only you had seen the fair lady I spotted earlier. Why, she was almost as beautiful as your daughter. Went straight to the town hall, she did. Perhaps her beauty drove in the crimsman mad, and did he drink himself silly again? The crimsman has outdone himself. He isn't late this time. He started early. It isn't even midday. Doesn't the bell sound strange to you? Almost like it's screaming. Suddenly, people begin collapsing. You turn around, grab Glauda by the hand, and run toward the town hall. You see Baran Trabian laying on the ground. Blood flows from his mouth, nose, ears, and eyes. He is dying. Resilient. You struggle to stay on your feet. Blood gushes from your nose. Galidel, scared to death, cowers behind your back. Rather, Takaran. What do you want? Nothing. The Bargo Master decide for you all. Decide what? Ritual. A tribute to memory. You use the last of your strength to keep standing. Your heart pounding is about to leap from your chest. Your throat tightens. Dying already. I beg you, leave my daughter alone. I do not need either of you yet. The towering monster looks at you for a moment, then extends his arm and points to your pendant. The monster grabs your captain's insignias, clinging it into its fist, hissing. The strings in the pendant streaks. The reaping begins with your family. Throne Baran. The monster vanishes. You shake your head, coming to your senses. Oh, bless the gods. Did you hear what it said about our family? Quick, we've got to get home. Well. Time to head home and make it happen. Figure this out. Glenda cries out, stopping you in its tracks. She hesitantly pulls some kind of colored plugs from her belt. These almost burned me. Ras gave them to me about a week ago. Supposedly, they used to be a magical battle cards. In the past, they became burning hot all of a sudden. Take a look at the cards. Store the cards in your bag. Store them in my bag. You've heard about such magic-infused cards before. But you've got other things on your mind right now. You shove them into your bag. The heat almost burns your fingers. For a moment you feel a peculiar sensation, as if the cards were the hilt of a sword, gripped firmly in your hand. Perhaps you can make use of them after all. Could the reaping have rekindled their power? The sound of footsteps come from somewhere up ahead. 3 thugs are bearing the way. Their swollen faces are contrimmed with mindless rage. Did highwaymen become so brazen as to attack townsfolks? With a swift movement, you draw your sword, but the thugs are unimpressed. You look closely and notice the vented eyes and foam at their mouths. Your opponents are either very drunk or insane. You step in front of Glendale, and I'll beat some sense into them. Stand back. In response, Glendale steps aside and draws her own blade. Did I practice with a sword all these years just to cower behind your back? Together we can deal with them faster. What are what what your daughter is really asking for is some strained parenting. But the thugs attack with a furor. You can only hope Glendale has taken the lessons to heart. Okay. If you have one more than a character, the party choose the turn, select the character highlighted, blah blah blah. Alright, so that's basically set the tiles. Push the triangle to the push triangle to the bottom left to use a card. Each card has a number that shows in which round it'll become available. Each card can be used only once per battle. After you use a card, it won't be available until the next battle. Okay. Red skulls next to a character portray indicate the number of wounds the character has sustained. The character's status are lowered depending on the number of wounds. If a character sustains 4 wounds, they die. Oh wow, okay. Keep an eye out for these unusual buttons. It can be found throughout the game. Push L3 to read description of various game mechanics. Okay. I guess we're gonna move her like over. Let's move her right here, right? And then, matter of fact, let's move her right here. And then I'm gonna keep them right there. And we're done. And I think auto battle's on. Yeah, auto battle. I'm not sure how to turn it off though. Let me see something. Play battle. Is auto battle on? Yeah, it is. Okay, let's take it off. Okay, so I want to be able to control this. So let's see what I got here. I got angry, and then I got 5. So basically, let's see. Probably not gonna be able to hit nobody. I don't think. Yeah? No? Okay. So let's deal. Yeah, I hit both of them. Why not? He's only gonna deal 26 damage, really? Oh, wait, that's his. I don't wanna, how do you get out of there? So it's triangle for that. And then pick him, right? Pick that. Yeah, I'm only gonna hit him for 20, that's whack. But why is it not? Alright. That's crazy. Okay. Oh, you got a little counter too. Alright, a little counter there. Razun. I mean, Harzine with terror. Glennon stares at the bloody corpse. This is the first time she has fought to the death. Gripping your daughter by the shoulders, you strike her until she looks away from You shake her until she looks away from the bodies. She meets your gaze and and stilling herself, nods with determination. You are proud of your daughter, but even more so worried about your wife, Leaky. There is no time to lose. You need to get home as soon as possible. A couple of side alleys later, you open the familiar gates. Okay, got some money there. Got some money. Let's go. You run into the house. Blood covers the living room floor. Old Turner, your housekeeper, stands at the door, trembling. Quina, your daughter, and your maid, lies motionless on the floor. Just beside her is your wife, Lika.
Huh?
Lika, what happened? Mom, oh, Mom, what happened to you? You gasp for air, falling to your knees. You touch your wife's body. Her lifeless hand is still warm. Glinda sobs nearby. Everything is going to dark. Mom, get up. You brought... We brought you a present. Stop pretending. The tolling of the bell fills the air around you. It sounds so loud. Your head is about to burst. You get up and can barely make out what Tanner is saying. Such a tragedy has befallen us. Oh, such grief. First both Legion and Quenya screamed in pain. Then my daughter seemed to lose her maid. She went at Mistress Likia with a knife. Mistress defended herself, but no, Likia, please. Dad, what do we do now? How do we go on? Oh, the horror, the horror. His Excellence Count Vikian and his young son Baron also said it would end this way. Oh, Likia, this shouldn't have happened. Dad, I need you. We have to do something. Tanner, you saddle the horses while I pack. Yes, understood. You brush aside a standard of your wife's hair, a strand of your wife's hair, and notice something odd, a dark blue mark, like an Euler on the nape of her neck, and the the surrounding skin is swollen, as if burnt. Glinda also noticed it and backs away with her face pale. This is right out of the ancient manuscript. The same thing happened 700 years ago. 1,000 pain pierces on the neck and grows into a fiery nos. It strangles you and you die in terrible agony. They called this plague the reaping. Dad, the back of my neck is burning. Let me see, damn it. You've got the same mark. Take a look. Do I have it? Nothing. How come? Did the plague spare me? Wait, I don't believe in luck. There must have been something else. Something that protected me. But what? I read a manuscript about the reaping mentioning some special stones, the satrix, like the one in your pendant. Maybe that's why the monster in the square took you. Square looked an interest into you,
Hey.
took interest into you. You take the captain's instrument off your hang, off and hang it from your daughter's neck. She nods and you pull her into your brace again. You walk into the front yard and look around. No, you shouldn't bury Lika here. Better do it in the back. Glinda follows you. Get Tanner and bring the bodies here. You tell her. Be quick about it. Our time is short. Just wrap them in something and alright. You finish digging. Your hands are shaking, but not from not from forget. Tanner buries his face into the hands. Glinda is shadow of her former self. Realization dawns. If you halt, swear will drown you. You climb out the freshly dead grave and left Luca's body. You lay Quinda's body beside that of the mistress they used to play together as children. You lift the stove. Glinda remains still. Tanner mumbles one of the temple harmons. What could he be asking of the gods, you wonder? What 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 use or prayers to his daughter now? You drop the last handful of dirt onto the grave and throw the shovel aside. You feel as if you're on the edge of a cliff. Your wife is no more. Her body no longer into your warm embrace, but into the cold earth. For some reason, you still live. Glinda hugs you, pulling you back from the precedence, the same as when you met the Reaper. Glinda loads her horse, whipping over the tack. Oh, Mom, how are you going to live without you? She whispers. You embrace your daughter. She pushes your face. She presses your face, wet with tears, to your chest. It's over for Likia, my dear, but you and Mac, it's, it, it isn't, it, it's, remember this, no matter how much it hurts. Glinda nods and tries to still herself, no longer sobbing, but she starts stripping the saddlebags, strapping the saddlebags. It's not over for you either, Dad. No matter what you think, I'm nearly finished. Just need to pack wrist stalls, maybe get a chance to return them. It pains you to look at your daughter whose ever motion is like that of your wife. You grunt your teeth and carry on. There is no time to lose. Glinda buries her face into your shoulder. Thank you. Mom's dead. We've got to run from the reaping. And I'm still fusing about this package. It's Captain Kruger, Frist, the Gardens men from the Northern Gate. It is with him, as are 4 lads from his company. What should we do? Let him in before he destroys the gate. Glinda, shut the stable doors for now, just in case. I'll be damned. Quick. Bring in the horses. Throne, has your old servant gone deaf or something? I bang my fist bloody on your damn gates. Don't you know what's happening in town? Shut up. I do know. Tanner just lost his daughter. Do you understand? I lost my wife. Curse this damn town. Likia? Gods, I'm sorry. Real sorry, damn me, if I upset you, Throne. You'll die, so don't worry about it. At this rate, all of us will. What happened to you? When the monster came to town, everyone went berserk. Have you seen the sign it left on the gates? What do you know? What do we do now? I wanted to ask the Burgomaster, but I didn't think I could make it through. Besides, I had the lads with me. Hey, the Pansias, come on. You alright? Looks like you didn't even shit yourself, bratches. Take care of the horses while we figure something out. Alright, one of the soldiers leans against the shed legs, seemingly unable to support himself. Okay, that's the house with Tanner. I should probably check on him, but take the young soldiers from the campaign and lead them to the horses. Gather everyone by the gate and... oh wow. So I could just leave without helping nobody. I guess I'ma help this dude. I'll probably help both of them. Let me help this guy, see what this is about. Brett, longing about. No, just coming to my senses, thinking what to do. Cower, what else? What happened? What hope have you against the Reaper? It came after me, you'll see. I knows where I'm hiding, and it will find me again. It came for all of us, numbskull. You think you're special or something. If God's forbid, it comes back. It'd be after all our heads. Throne, you need to leave now. Now, nowhere to run or hide. Death is in the air. Listen to me, boy. Do not let fear wag your tongue forever. Crop it. If you want to die, go die. Just don't drag others onto it. You enter the house and see that Tanner has packed your things, but it seems he is in no rush to leave. What keeps you, Tanner? Tanner makes a helpless gesture. Forgive me, Master Baron, but I am not coming. I must remain by my daughter's side. I will look after the house, for long as I draw breath. Ask him whether he hopes to survive. Tell Tanner that he has an excellent servant. Ask him about his intentions. Absent-mindedly, the old servant shakes his head. Why would I want to go on living? A man's life is in his children. I've got none left. Albius can rot for all I care. Okay, then he ain't leaving. Stop. Quit following Harvard's trail. Go tighten the track on your horse. Or sure you'll remember me. Help me get rid of this nanny. At this rate, he'll soon be holding my member while I piss. Let him look after Glenda. Why not? But Hop, aren't we friends? Don't you see what's happening in Albius? Don't drag Glenda into this. I worry about you. I'm not raw dog, though. I'm not raw though, and you're not a baker. If you want to look after me, do it from farther away. That's what distance does to men. You look as stiff as a prick in a bathhouse. Sob, don't worry. He'll cool off and you'll be good pals again. Throne, what else did you want to ask the lad? Mm. Why are you staring at the gate? Why the sour look? How are you holding up? Alright, enough talk. How you holding up? I'm trying my best. My knees are shaking. I don't like this one bit. I'd rather have a war. War doesn't keep men waiting. You'll find that your knees shake less when you're marching. Let's see what lies ahead. Then point us in the right direction. J- don't just talk. You're the superior, ain't you? Why are you staring at the gate? Well, I mean, it's really nice. Sturdy gate. You could just stay here and wait for the mess to clear up. Let's not ford a river or shit. Or shit. What? We're already knee deep in it, Sob. What do you think this gate's going to stop? That monster? Or maybe the plague? What's next? Crawling under the sheets? Will it help? I want to do the right thing. What if the madman came to their senses? Then everything will be alright. Why the sour look? Should I sing and dance? This is no fort. We have to get to Aris. Its walls are taller, and the genre army is nearby. The king himself is there, and we won't go hungry. All you care about is stuffing your face. If the entire German army loses their minds like the Albion's guards, Arius will be the good for nothing. Well, I mean, we haven't been effectively affected by the madness, so there must be someone sane in Arius, too. Let the deal Let them deal with this mess. Alright, enough talk. Look at Saab rival. He's useless, too busy chewing. He probably thought we'd be hiding in the tavern. If you could hide from this mess in the tavern, I would be there already. Colgrim, do something. We didn't join Bar and Company by chance, did we? I mean, no disrespect, Captain.
Hey.
Then respect decisions. First, we need to leave town or ride to the nearest manor to be rid of the plague. You'll see where we go from there. We'll see. Kinger, forgot about the Travo. The Bargo Master is dead. We're up to the belts and shit. What do you do now? Wash the shit stains and run. What's the signs on the gate? How should I know? I was standing guard by the northern gate with Fisk. May the gods punish him with sub sobriety. Suddenly, a monster appeared. I've heard of this creature. Temple records refer to them as reapers. They come and re, recap recap him. They don't always look like monsters. Sometimes they appear almost human. Umbra, they call themselves. But there's only a passing motion of them in the chronicles. I've got no idea, and frankly, I don't care. I just know what I saw. Such a sight. You shit your bitches, your branches. Many did. In fact, they all fell to the ground. The monster drew some kind of mark on the gate and let out Screech. The Reaper said that the gate was sealed and death would come for fall. It spoke in the temple tongue and then in Pharisee. Shout out already. Damn it. You've been pouting on and on. If only you waved your sword around with as much bravery as you wag that tongue, snort horse brat. Have I ever given anyone a reason to call me a coward? Kruger, drop it. Hold your horses. You two, Flaunt. Calm down. How come you know so many languages? Just had to learn them. Many records exist only in Forshan or in the temple tongue. Knowledge is never useless. As for courage, you either have it or you don't. And you can't know if you do till there is need of it. Check the back of everyone's neck. The plague leaves a mark. You said something about going berserk. You figured that out already? None of my lads are marked. Checked them myself. Town folks have been clenching their necks though. The gods show pity on us. Spared us for this plight. Why, we'd be screaming on the ground without them. Thank the gods. You invoke the gods, but they've naught to do with it. Confound them. Well, we've got structures to aid us. And you, Fisk, what do you have? What do you mean? I have a spear. The armor. Though there aren't on the highest quality, I admit. I wonder whether you're drunk or just stupid. Perhaps I'm not making myself clear. I wonder if you're either drunk or stupid. I'm asking you about the strikes. The boys have it in their earrings. Craigs, I have our captain's insignias. Where's your stone? You accuse me of drinking? Oh, come on. I've been sober since yesterday. As for the strikes, I've got one on this here pin. It's a lady's pin, so I don't wear it. It's all I've got left from my mother. So she protects you, even in death. Pray to your dead mother, Fisk. rather than the gods. You said something about going berserk, Krieger. Well, you see, the monster just inched a sign on the gate and vanished. And the bell started ringing, and everything went to shit. The people got to their feet and started beating the living daylights out of each other. Some screamed off, others took up arms. Some folks used their bare hands. Fist and I ran for it, but that didn't go too well. Even people we knew were lunging at us. We wanted to avoid killing them, of course, but the way things were, we fought our way to the stables and found these here lads. I see. It's starting to make sense. The plague leaves a mark, and it makes you go berserk, but not always. Perhaps some possesses the fortune to resist, or do Centris have audience to do with it? The mark's not to death sentence, then. If you can resist it, things are looking up, lads. Something to drink to. It's time to leave town, everyone. Saddle up. Damn it. It almost slipped my mind. When that thing left its sign on the gate, the town folks didn't lose their minds right away. First, a merchant rode through the square in a gallop. It's a miracle he didn't tremble someone. He turned the handle on the witch, slid something between the gates, opened them up, and off he went, all by himself. And here I thought he was a good-for-nothing milksop. Surely, you know him. Short beard, always smiling, shop near the town hall, doesn't shy away from drinking either. Rats. So, he managed to get out of town. Is the gate still open then? No. The town folks were already going berserk. Some of the guards went after this ras followed fellow by the way. Then the gate slammed shut. No one was holding it open. So it's possible to open the gate after all. Kurgan, gather everyone. Let's go. We're leaving town. Tanner, are you sure you want to change it? You won't change your mind. I am too old to change my mind, Master. May the gods grant you an even road. Farewell. As you wish. Everyone behind me and Kraga. Tanner, open the gate. You stop in the square near the gate, dismount, and peek around the corners. The ground before the gate is littered with corpses. Beside them, guards shuffle about, scratching their necks and glowing now and then. They have weapons at ready. The insensitive trolling of the bell makes you scrum as you examine the gate. There's some kind of glowing single on it. The square is filled with abandoned carts, baskets, crates, and other corpses. There is no way you can ride through. You have to make a decision. Don't you realize what's going on? How come these made men don't shatter? Maybe they serve the Reaper now and are bound to its will. Ancient manuscripts make no mention of it. However, it said that the reaping is different each time. The reaper could have thought up some new trick. Ras mentioned something like that. This like this too. You discussed the reaping with Ras. Sometimes we don't know anything of history. We don't know the reaping. We drive it, even though there have only been two. Who knew it would come back? Alright, since there's no other explanation, we'll go with this. Why did the monster seal the gate? Shall we try breaking through? Enough powdering, it's time to act. Those reapers are like children, very cruel children, pitting people against each other, just to see what happens, like playthings. It's what father said. Is your father a temple servant by any chance? A royal scrip, but I don't want to be a scrap. I want to become a warrior, so I fled from the capital. Consider your wish granted. I'd hope it, and had lost its charm. It soon will, in any case. Shall we try breaking through? Enough pounding. What do you mean, break through? Are you out of your damn mind, Throne? I know those lads, every single one of them. See the redhead one? You know him, too? He was a boy when he came to me. What? 15 years ago. He wanted to become a guardsman, and he did. Do you suggest we holster our horses over the water? I know those lads too. See the woman laying there by the barn? She's mother to one of them. And who do you think cut her down? These are not the people we know, Krager. Well, I'm not quite myself when I drink either. Should I be killed for it? How do you know this can't be undone? Do what you will, Captain, but I won't lend an attack on my own men. You see the corpses at their feet. Those are our lads, damn it. I'll give the order. We cannot just charge at them. We need to split up. Once group joins the fight, the other circles around, flank, and makes for the gate. Why split? There's strength in numbers. And what if more made men turn up? I'm not here to win a fight. I just want us to get out this alive. How do we open the gate? It's sealed by the sign. If Ras managed, then so can we. On your guard, you there, follow me. The rest to the gate. Kroger kicks the seal gate in anger. Shit. That damn risk made it through somehow. Think, what can we do? Glenda suddenly remembers. Ras wiped something along the gap between the gates. Do you recall what Panda the gang said? The thread of life protects from the dark magic. It's silver. We have Mom's silver necklace. Maybe it could help. You pull the silver trinket from the bag and toss it to Cragster. He shrugs and slides it along the gap. The Reaper's signal fades away and the gates crack open. Krager laughs hesitantly. Well, I'll be damned, Silver. The silver worked. Turn the winds. Now, you and your company rush into the open. As soon as you close the gates behind you, the Reaper's signal seals them with a hiss. Soon enough, Fist begins to pound at the other side. The bell still towers over Albius. You took at your companies. I must save my daughter and you since you decide to join me. At least those who still wish to carry on will try to make the nearest minion. It might be help onward. Okay, got some golden earrings. Got some golden earrings here. Nice. You look at the road led west. There was a hard prints and even dry drops of blood in the dust. You conclude it looks like rust. President went that way. Krager, do you think we should try and catch up with him? There's more to that old man than the eye can see. In fact, I have a hunch he knows much more about the reaping than anyone else. Krager scratches his head. I can believe that I saw him open the sealed gates. He definitely knows something. We can still catch up with him. But this road doesn't take the straight to the mania. Ras got a head start, but his horse is no prize. We can go after him, but we'll lose an entire day, if not more. You start having doubts, and we may lose him, but he's still got those nut guards in his tail. They could have finished him off already. I have to make a decision now. Oh no. I wanna go this way, but I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna go this way still. You know why? Cause wow, that's whoa, that's a pretty big map over there. There's a lot going on here. Wow. Okay. Wow. Well, alrighty. Let's make the baby step decisions.